What up? Welcome to the sinden. I'm Sin. How are y'all doing? You ready for part two on Oliver Anthony? His thoughts now that all this shit has been settling for a couple weeks. I have two videos I want to show you. One, how would you open your first concert if you were him? What would be your message? What would you want to say? What do you? I want you to take a look at how he opened his very first concert after Richmond, north of Richmond. Now, most of you know I don't do religion. I barely do politics. So take the religious aspects out of this and just listen to the message. But this is how he opened his very first concert. So let's give it a listen and see what he has
Uh, it's crazy to me because I remember back in June I played here for about 20 people, and but that's the beautiful part of this country, though, is even an idiot like me can make something happen. So if I can do it, you can do it. Before we start singing, and I mean we, because I hope y'all are going to be singing too. I just had something I felt compelled to share with you. This is in Psalm 37, 12 through 20. The wicked plot against the righteous and gnash their teeth at them, but the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming. The wicked draw the sword and bend the bow, to bring down the poor and needy, to slay those whose ways are upright. But their swords will pierce their own hearts, and their bows will be broken. Better the little that have righteousness than the wealth of many wicked. For the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The blameless spend their days under the Lord's care, and their inheritance will endure forever. In times of disaster, they will not wither. In days of famine, they will have plenty. But the wicked will perish. Though the Lord's enemies are like the flowers of the field, they will be consumed, and they will go up in smoke.
Now, as I said, I don't do religious stuff, but the message itself, what I want to point out is the world we're living in today, we'll go 80%, I'll give 20% humanity credit. 80% of people that would have hit it as big as this motherfucker did, as quick as this motherfucker did, spread everywhere. Everyone is talking to him. Every news program, every reactor is talking about him. First thing he'd have done is thrown his Twitch, or his Twitter, or his Instagram, or his Facebook, or where to book me, or any of that. This man did not do any of that. He walked up and opened his show with a song, and one you most likely wouldn't even hear in your church, to be honest. But yeah, so that's it. But we did the video the night before, so we're gonna do part two of it. This was actually released 2 days ago. It's at 995,000 views, which is amazing. Oliver's up to 637,000 followers. More of you, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Make sure you like it. Get him in there. I am subscribed. I have liked it. Yep. Now we're going to listen to this motherfucker drop a mic. Because this is a real homeboy here. This is a real down-to-earth motherfucker. And fame ain't going to change him. So, but let's see what he has to say.
Well, hey there.
And it's raining, by the way.
It's August 25th, 2023. A lot's changed since the last time I sat here and spoke to you. My friends and family have asked me how I'm doing. Everybody is wondering if if I've lost my sanity yet, and I'm surprisingly calm and at peace. I don't even know what to say, but I feel thankful to be given this opportunity.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for putting your fucking song out there and getting people going. So thank you.
I feel thankful to be given this opportunity. The music side is exciting, and all the Billboard, iTunes charts, and all that crap. That's great, but what's the exciting part's been the conversations I've had with people, and the things I've learned just in a couple weeks about the human spirit, and about all sorts of other things, the music industry, and
fucking devils,
and how dirty everything is. Like, it's worse than you think. So I don't know what the future looks like for me. I'm not really too concerned about the future. I'm living in the present, and I just have to have the discernment to make the right decisions from here on out, because I think about that guy who was sitting here a few weeks ago talking to you, and the most important thing to me is not leaving him behind. I don't want to go on some roller coaster ride and come off a different person. If there is anything for me to address at all with you, it's that it's the one thing that has bothered me is seeing people wrap politics up into this. I'm disappointed to see, like, it's aggravating seeing people on conservative news try to identify with me like I'm one of them. It's aggravating seeing certain musicians and politicians act like we're buddies and act like we're fighting the same struggle here, like that we're trying to present the same message. I've had a lot of people reach out to me, and I've tried to be polite to everybody, and I've talked to hundreds of people the last 2 weeks. But it seems like certain people want to just ride the attention of this song to maybe make them their own selves relevant, and that's aggravating as hell. The other thing that I find aggravating is, like, it was funny seeing my song in the. It was funny seeing it at the presidential debate, because it's like I wrote that song about those people, So for them to have to sit there and listen to that cracks me up. But it was funny kind of seeing the response to it. Like, that song has nothing to do with Joe Biden, It's a lot bigger than Joe Biden.
Some motherfuckers got that money.
That song's written about the people on that stage, and a lot more too, not just them, but definitely them. It's cool seeing some of my other music come out, because people are, I guess, starting to appreciate and understand what it is I'm really trying to say. It's hard to get a message out about your political ideology or your belief about the world in 3 minutes and some change. But I do hate to see that song being weaponized. Like, I see the right trying to characterize me as one of their own, and I see the left trying to discredit me, I guess in retaliation. That shit's got to stop. If you watch the response videos on YouTube to this song, it's not conservative people responding to the song. It's not even necessarily Americans responding to the song. I don't know that I've seen anything get such positive response from such a diverse group of people.
Said it in my review.
And I think that terrifies the people that I sing about in that song. And they've done everything they can the last 2 weeks to make me look like a fool, to spin my words, to try to stick me in a political bucket. And they can keep trying, but I'm just going to keep on writing.
Fuck yeah.
And I've got a lot of words to put down on paper, and I've got a lot of songs to put to chords, and
we look forward to it.
I don't know what my music career is going to look like. I don't know how many shows I'm going to do and how many tours I'm going to put on, but I am going to stay true to my word. I'm going to write, produce, and distribute authentic music that represents people and not politics. I do feel compelled to address something. Since I have addressed the conservatives, I do need to address the left as well, because they're sending a message out that initial song that sort of shot me up the radar, Richmond, North of Richmond, is an attack against the poor. If you listen to my other music, it's obvious that all of my songs that reference class defend the poor. Doggone, it's a good example of that. Needles in the street, folks hardly surviving on sidewalks next to highways full of cars self-driving. The poor keep hurting and the rich keep thriving. It's like, that's what I like to sing about.
Fucking deep.
And, you know, the English language is interpretive, and so I do understand, like, there may be some people who misunderstood my words in Richmond, North of Richmond. But I've got to be clear that my message, like with any of my songs, it references the inefficiencies of the government because of the politicians within it that are engulfed in bribes and extortion. And, you know, the words say that there's people on the street with nothing to eat and the obese milking welfare. That references a news article I read earlier this summer that adolescent kids in Richmond are missing meals over the summer because their parents can't afford to feed them and they're not in school to eat cafeteria lunch. And meanwhile, I think like 30 or 40% of the food bought with welfare or EBT money is in a classification of like snack food and soda. I think 10% spent on soda, and I want to say like 20 or 30% spent on junk food. And that's not the fault of those people. Welfare only makes up a small percentage of our budget. You know, we can fuel a proxy war in a foreign land, but we can't take care of our own. That's all the song's trying to say. It's just saying that the government takes people who are needy dependent and makes them needy independent. And at some point I will dissect all my lyrics of all my songs if that's what I need to do. I mean, 30-some million people understood what I was saying, but it only takes a few to try to derail the train, you know, to try to send out false narratives. And I'm sure there'll be more of that to come. It's like, it's driving people crazy to see the unity that's come from this, from all walks.
Yep.
This isn't a Republican and Democrat thing. This isn't even a United States thing. Like, this has been a global response. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Go on YouTube and watch all the response videos, you know? And don't shoot the messenger. Like, I'm a nobody. It's my belief that divine intervention has put me in this position in this point in time to get a message across, and that's all there is to it. Like, I'm nobody special. You know, I feel terrible almost that I've been put in this place, because there are a lot of artists and musicians out there that are far more talented, that have put in way more hours than me. Like, I don't deserve to sit in the top 5 places on the iTunes charts. And the truth is, I really could give a shit less about the iTunes charts. What I care about is connecting with people. What I care about is...
You've done that.
I don't know what this country is going to look like in 10 or 20 years if things don't change. I don't know what this world's going to look like. And, like, something has to be done about it, you know? There's been too many people die. There's been too many people sacrifice everything they've had. People die before they're even 18, you know? Just for us to all sit here and just do the stupid shit it is that we do every day that keeps us all beat down and divided. Like, that's what I want to see stop.
Yeah. Let's run that back. That's what needs to stop.
I don't know what this country is going to look like in 10 or 20 years if things don't change. I don't know what this world's going to look like.
Let this sink in.
And like, something has to be done about it, you know? There's been too many people die. There's been too many people sacrifice everything they've had. People die before they're even 18, you know? Just so for us to all sit here and just do the stupid shit it is that we do every day that keeps us all beat down and divided. Like, that's what I want to see stop. And I'm going to do everything I can to influence that at all costs, even if it does throw my world upside down. It's well worth it. But for now, I'm hanging in there, and I'm doing what I can.
Good.
And I really appreciate everybody who's along for the ride. So there's a lot more to come, and I'm excited for it. And I'll see you on the next one.
Guess you get a little peek into what I watch. But yeah, Oliver Anthony, you, my friend, may not want to be a superstar. You may not want any of this, but you have become the voice that has connected the world. I said it in my reaction video to Richmond, north of Richmond. I watched over 7 hours plus, 4 hours just in one night, back to back to back to back. People all over the world, every race, every religion, every skin tone, every age. I even seen little kids watching it with their dads, their moms. You have touched so many people. I know you'll never hear this, Oliver. You are one of the most humble men around, and we need more men like you. We need more people like you. We've got to get this message out there. We've got to take care of our country. We've got to take our country back. The politicians work for us. We don't work for them. They should be doing what we want. There's no reasons billions upon billions upon billions are leaving this soil when we still have people that are starving. We could be using that money for so much else. But let me know what you think of Oliver's Part 2 and what you think of him opening his concert with the song. I mean, I just put more respect in it for me. I mean, he didn't plug himself. He didn't try to put himself out there. He didn't give a fuck if anybody finds him. He's just him. I'm going to be going back and doing all of his songs this week. So prepare for starting tomorrow. Every song this man's put out on his iPhone, whatever, I will be doing it. Oliver's channel will be down below this video. Both videos will be up by Harley. I always point the wrong way. Up by Harley. Give him a subscribe. Give him a like. Like I said, if you can spare $1, go buy Richmond, north of Richmond off iTunes, whatever fucking platform. It doesn't matter. The money goes to him. Let's help this man out. Let's he wants to build a farm, let's get him a farm. He's going to have his farm. But we need more people like this in the world. To everyone that's welcomed me back, thank you. Means the world to me. My comic group, you guys are great. Glamma, much love. Mama J, much love. Everybody who's messaged me. I mean, I could just go on my Instagram and let's see. I bet I could probably name off a dozen people that have messaged me. But yeah. Funko, Amber. I mean, all kinds of people. Love you. Not getting as much love from my Twitter side, my Twitter side, but that's just my Final Fantasy games. So, I mean, half them people are artificial anyway. So. I will be doing, like I said, all his songs this week. So look forward to it and enjoy the outro. I just wanna be fearless.
from anyone else.